everybody, Matt the Bad here. Hope you're doing well. So Netflix dropped a new movie on Friday called Pinocchio. I know some of you are thinking, wait a minute, didn't we already get a Pinocchio movie this year? We did, but that was by Disney, and it was a remake of the original animated Pinocchio from like the 40s to live action under Disney. And Tom Hanks played Geppetto, and it was not a good movie. I reviewed it back when it came out. You can go check it out. This time Netflix put out a movie called Pinocchio, directed by Guillermo del Toro, which a lot of people know him from Mimic, Blade 2, Kronos, Hellboy 1 and Hellboy 2, Pan's Labyrinth, The Shape of Water, and last year's Nightmare Alley. And what did I think of Guillermo del Toro's stop-motion animation Pinocchio? Well, it's a pretty excellent movie. I mean, this might be the best Pinocchio film I have ever seen. The way Guillermo del Toro reimagines Pinocchio is something I thought Disney could have done. Or even the 1997 Pinocchio could have done. But Guillermo del Toro truly puts his stamp, his imagination that we've seen from Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy, and then The Shape of Water, Blade 2. This movie has a lot of that in it. And like that, especially Pan's Labyrinth, and I would say even Hellboy 2, are the two movies that I, saw Guillermo del Toro's work, his other work and this work. Very much an influence, if you will. Let's start out with the positives. The animation. This is the most gorgeous, striking animation I have ever seen easily all year. Let's start there. And probably in a while. I mean, at first I thought Leica maybe helped out with this, because they do the stop motion animation like Paranorman, Kubo and the Two Strings. But it wasn't them who helped out. But man, this is the best looking animated film in a very, very long time. If you just look at some of these photos of the visuals of this movie, it's unbelievably striking. Then you look at the animation itself, the design of the characters, especially Pinocchio. It's just, I mean, the animation alone is unbelievable in this movie. The vistas, the backgrounds, they are just all striking. This movie is also very, very mature. This is not your kid's Pinocchio. This is your adult Pinocchio movie. It's not rated R, but I could argue that this is easily me like a PG-13 Pinocchio movie. Yes, even in animated form. It's very, very mature. Very much rooted in character. The first 10 minutes of this movie is about Geppetto's son, his real son, before he died. And this is during World War I. And the backdrop of having it during the first 10 minutes during World War I, the rest of the movie during World War II is very mature and very much adult and coming of age in a way. Then this movie also deals with Jesus. Yes. Geppetto is working in a church, painting Jesus in the church in Italy. This movie is also set in Italy. I don't know if any of the other Pinocchios were set in Italy, but this is very much rooted in Italy. So, you got Mussolini in there. So even a religious aspect is in this movie. That's also been part of some of Guillermo del Toro's other films. So I thought the whole religious. We got Pinocchio going to purgatory in this movie. Pinocchio going to purgatory. Like I said, not your kid's Pinocchio. And I'm just watching this going, these are very, very mature ideas and themes for a Pinocchio movie. Once again, this is what Disney should have done. The voice cast is also very, very good. You got David Bradbury as the voice of Geppetto. Also, going back to Geppetto, the look of Geppetto in animation and stop motion form is excellent. But you got David Bradbury as Geppetto. A lot of people know him from Harry Potter. He was the guy, the character with the cat. You have Christopher Waltz playing the antagonist, the one running the circus. We got Ewan McGregor doing the voice of the cricket. We got Tilda Swinton in there as kind of like the fairy godmother, the fairy, blue fairy, yeah, fairy. We got Finn Wolfhard and then a real boy who starts out as an enemy with Pinocchio and then becomes like a friend. Once again, a very mature arc with this other boy in this movie. But so like in the voice cast, and like in the complete reimagining of Pinocchio. For instance, we don't get the scene like in the original Pinocchio movies where Pinocchio goes to, what is it, Pleasure Island, where he becomes a donkey, or other kids become jackasses or donkeys, like in the animated films and the other live action movies. In this movie, Pinocchio, during World War II, Pinocchio goes to boot camp to become a soldier to fight in World War II. Once again, mature. I mean, and also very much rooted in real life. Back in World War II, young boys went off to war. I thought that was very interesting. Right there, one scene where Geppetto and Pinocchio are in the church, and Geppetto is, painting Jesus who's on the cross, and it's, restructuring of this church, rebuilding of this church, after it got blown up during World War I, and Pinocchio says, Papa, Geppetto, Papa, why does everyone look up to this guy, Jesus, and he's on the cross? Why do people look up to this wooden figure when they look at me as an alien, as a freak? Just because I'm a wooden boy too. Why do they praise him but not me? And I was like, ooh, wow, we're really going there for a Pinocchio movie. No, I mean, that's the type of stuff that Guillermo del Toro is exploring, and the themes he's exploring in his Pinocchio movie. That's just one of them. So I thought that was very interesting. The only negative I have with this movie is the movie is an hour and 48, hour 50 before credits, and with credits is like almost 2 hours. I think this movie didn't need to be that long, considering all the other Pinocchio versions were in the hour and 30-minute mark. I do think, even though I say that on one hand, like, you needed the first 10 minutes to establish Geppetto and his real son, to really get that emotional weight later on. You needed a development of the wooden Pinocchio. You needed to see this whole character arc. So, do I think it was still just a tad bit long? Could you have cut maybe a scene or two? Probably. But other than that, I would easily give this movie 4.8 out of 5. This is an excellent Pinocchio movie. Highly recommend going to see it. Watching it is on Netflix. I promise you, before the end of the year, watch Pinocchio on Netflix. You won't regret it.